Thank you, Chairman. I hereby move to prepare the committee report to send House Resolution 22-14 impeaching Ralph Torres, Governor of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, pursuant to Article 2, Section 8 of the Constitution of the Commonwealth for commission of felonies, corruption, and neglect of duty, in violation of Article 3, Section 19 of the Constitution of the Commonwealth, for action by the full body of the House. So moved.
A motion has been placed by Representative Staffler to send House Resolution 22-14 to the full body for action and has been seconded. Discussion on that motion. Rep. Tina Sablan, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good afternoon, colleagues, members of the public, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to provide some context for the action we will be taking today. It is apparent that the members of this special committee, Democrats, Republicans, and independents alike, have reached consensus and agreed to forego any further hearings or taking of evidence and to send House Resolution 2214 impeaching Governor Ralph Torres to the House floor for action by the full body. This agreement represents months of legislative investigation by the Judiciary and Governmental Operations Committee into Governor Torres's public expenditures and allegations of waste, fraud, and abuse of office. From June through December of 2021, the committee conducted hours of hearings with witnesses subpoenaed to appear and testify under oath. The committee obtained and scrutinized thousands of pages of records documenting the governor's wide range of taxpayer-paid expenditures, including first-class travel for himself and his spouse, reimbursements, utilities at his private estate, protective service detail, and use of government vessels, vehicles, assets, and personnel. This agreement also reflects the months of legislative investigation that took place even before the JGO proceedings, beginning in the 21st legislature in December of 2019 with an Open Government Act request by the then House minority, followed by the appointment of a bipartisan special committee to review and investigate executive expenditures. Some of us here today directly participated in these earlier proceedings, or we have been closely tracking them, or both. Our agreement today acknowledges that the record is already voluminous. Extensive evidence has already been laid out and carefully reviewed, and witnesses have been questioned. The governor has asked for fairness. He may disagree, but from our perspective, especially for those of us who have been part of this investigative process from the very beginning, he has been afforded a great deal of fairness. He has had multiple opportunities to address the allegations against him, allegations of violations of law and the public trust, and he has refused to answer questions and testify under oath, resorting to attacks in the media and a lawsuit against the JGO committee. So here we are today with these articles of impeachment, charging Governor Ralph Torres with commissions of felony, corruption, and neglect of duty. This impeachment resolution is the culmination of 2 years of diligent and painstaking legislative investigation. It didn't just arise out of nowhere. It is sponsored by 5 of the 9 members of this committee and 13 of the 20 members of the House. Perhaps the writing is indeed already on the wall. No one among us takes this action lightly. No one can say this process was rushed. But we do have a duty and a public mandate to see it through to completion. We owe our people closure. And for the JGO committee, this is close to the end. But for the impeachment process, our steps today are just the beginning. Given this context, in light of all the investigative work that preceded today's meeting, it makes sense for this committee to report back to the Speaker as soon as possible, and thereafter to place this resolution on the floor for a vote by the full House. Thank you, and I yield, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Thank you, Representative Sablan. Further discussion on the motion by Rep. Staffler? Ready? Cam, please call the roll.
Representative Angel A. Demapan.
Hungan.
Representative Joseph A. Flores.
Yes.
Representative Joseph Lipon T. Guerrero. Representative Karina L. Magofnia.
Yes.
Representative Donald M. Manglonia.
Yes.
Representative Christina Marie E. Sablan.
Yes.
Representative Patrick H. San Nicolas. Representative Leila C. Staffler.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, all 8 members that voted yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Cam. With all 8 members voting yes, House Resolution 2214 will be addressed via committee report and will be sent to the full body for action by the full House. Thank you, members. Miscellaneous business. Anybody under miscellaneous? None? Before we move on and we get to the adjournment, may I just ask for the record that all proceedings regarding the Special Investigating Committee on Impeachment as of today, January 4th, 2022, that the video footage are considered record of this this committee and will be transferred to the House Clerk for proper disposal. Thank you, members. Any other under miscellaneous? Ready? Thank you. And also, just for the record, colleagues, our rules had presented that I would vote only when there's a tie, and with all 8 members voting in in the affirmative to send the resolution to the full body for action, I therefore didn't have to vote. But if I had to vote, my vote would have been yes. Just for the record.